Hello, Sabeer. Okay, so hello, Professor Suresh. Hello, Dr. Neil Singh. Namaskar,
Hi
namaskar, namaskar.
Ramesh, I just joined in early.
Oh, I'm glad you did. Oh, our VC has joined. Good morning, Dharmender ji.
Very good morning. And Bhatia Sahab, please accept my namaskar.
Thank you very much.
Ramesh sir, Anil sir, please accept my namaskar. And on behalf of Jharkhand University of Technology, especially I have invited my the great personality Sabeer Bhatia Sahab. It's really a great pleasure to us because you have been inspiring personality for the IT generation. Our generation of the 90s. When I joined teaching profession in the 90s, this Hotmail was really a hot experience for us, right? We were so
Thank
much
you.
exciting. Now the India is going to lead, and you were the one of the personality whom we used to follow.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Kind of you.
Yeah. So Jarwar Sahab, Principal GG Guru Govind Singh, Engineering College, Priyadasi Sahab, have you joined?
Yeah, they're
Roy Sahab is here, sir. Accept my namaskar. All our external experts, please accept my namaskar, my greetings, my johar. Priyadasi
yeah,
Sahab.
yeah. Students are coming in, and they are. I can see.
Ramesh sir, I have to approach High Court at 10:30, right?
Okay.
All the Vice Chancellor of the Jharkhand has been called by.
Oh, is that right?
Why the regular appointment is not being made physically. So
Okay.
after 10 minutes, I will
Sure.
take, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So they have the students have arrived. Actually, I can see that. That's good. Very good. Yeah. Okay, Dr. Jaruhar. Actually, they had said that they'll at 9:45. So I'm sure they're just running. Yeah. Okay. 9:40 right now. So they're putting it. Sabir, what they want to do is they want to make it a little, to welcome you. They're doing this special thing, the lamp lighting kind of thing, the Saraswati Vandana, and they just to welcome you. That's is
Sure, no problem.
yeah, that's what they're
Thank
doing.
you.
Because you can see that your presence has excited a lot of people. Just on this call, actually, there are right now, you can see there were 311, but there are many, many others who are there. And once we, about the same, but there are 400 students, I think, in the class. So this number says 312. Those are the actually individual. And then of course, in the class, you will see about 400 students, I think. And then there are the all across Jharkhand, there are engineering colleges, and they are all join. So we conduct two classes. One we conduct for the for Jharkhand University, some of the colleges, and there are about 12 or maybe almost like 30, 40 engineering colleges together. I don't have the exact count. But so most of the students were here, GUT, and then BIT Sindri, where from that side, 700 from BIT Sindri, and then Dumka Engineering College and the other engineering college, they also joined there. But that is a separate class which I hold. That class I hold generally on Saturday, India time. And
I see.
This class I hold on a Tuesday morning, 9:30 or 9:45 today. We are going to have it. And all the students, they are well introduced to this our ShowReal, your B3. So they're all looking
great.
forward to really hearing back from you. Okay, and I want to thank the Professor Prakash Kumar, who really kind of helped us in all this. Professor Prakash Kumar, Dr. Pankaj Roy, Director BIT Sindhi, of course, our Honorable VC, Dr. Dharmender, and then Professor Raj Jaswal, who Sabeer, that's our
Yes.
leader, and so he has been the instrumental. Actually, he's the one who I leaned on very first time. That was 6-7 years ago. I said, Raj, we want to do that. So he said, Ramesh, why don't you come and teach with me to IIT students? And that's how this whole thing started. And after 6 years now, we have this opportunity to make a difference in the entire state of Jharkhand. So
fantastic.
And then we have Professor Sharendra Suman, Dr. S.C. Datta, Dr. Ghanshyam Roy, Dr. B.N. Roy, Dr. Sneh Kumar. These are all the individuals, who have really kind of played a role, because everything was green. There was nothing there. So coming up with that was a great, and of course our at that time Honorable VC Dharmender Singh ji, he was the director of BIT Sindri. So he had vision. He had this vision. He says, I want to really get this entrepreneurship promoted, and I want to get that in entire state of Jharkhand. So he started with, that's how he kind of, then when we gave the class, Sabeer, I'm so proud to say that Dr. Prakash Kumar and of course, Honorable VC, Dr.
Somebody is calling me. 1 second.
Yeah, sure.
Unknown. Hello? Yes.
Should I?
Sir?
Ramesh sir,
Okay.
whatever you have said, that this type, we have a hybrid mode of connection here.
Sure.
Many of the students are sitting there in the classrooms. Apart from that, others are joined. So I would like to share what, yes, when I was the director BIT Sindre, we introduced the entrepreneurship as a mandatory course. And this course was being introduced, and last last month we have the executive committee meeting of Jharkhand University of Technology, and the All India Council of Technical Education Director, who is the Director of Policy and Public, they appreciated this activity, entrepreneurship and other, and I was being invited there in the Delhi, that you carry forward this activity. And I'm a special thankful to Anil sir and his team, Ramesh sir, that the Bitsana is supporting, our North America Alumni Association of BIT Sindri is supporting. Yesterday, I was having a meeting with the Principal Secretary of the Honorable CM of the Jharkhand. He himself is IIT Kanpur graduate. He was also praising, please go forward. There are so many constraints. You are very much aware that the southern and the western part of the India is having completely different working style, and the eastern part we have some more challenges. But we have took it as a challenge that we will also create an ecosystem here for the startup, because I also believe the purpose of technical education is to create some knowledge, create some wealth for the country, and this cannot happen without this startup and innovation culture, innovation and startup culture. So every year there are 65 colleges right now affiliated to this university, and every year 4 to 5 new colleges are getting added. And you will be happy to know AICT, a special thanks has been extended to us, that every year we have made it industrial training a mandatory requirement, right? Hands-on experience is now mandatory. So we need your support, because when you launch this Hotmail, I was assistant professor at BIT Sindri, and I was there in the electronics and communication department. I used to share your case study among the students. There was only a dial-up network when you introduced the hotmail.com. But really it was so much exciting that our generation was so, because we believe that you are the one of the entrepreneur who created a faith among the Indian students. We can also do it. We have the enough potential, and you inspired us to exploit our potential. So right now, the principal, Guru Govind Singh, Professor Darsi has already joined. I am thankful to him that he has taken so much interest in creating an ecosystem, and he is the man who is coordinating, apart from BIT Sindri, these entrepreneurship classes for all the colleges. So special thanks to Professor Jarwar and his team and his society, all the secretary and the president. So I would like to share among the faculty member and the students about the Bhatia Sahib and all the entrepreneur, because when I got he is going to join, in spite of a tough meeting today, all the Vice Chancellor have been called by the Honorable High Court just to give why the regular appointment is not being made here in the Jharkhand. But I couldn't constrain myself that it will be a good opportunity for us to interact with Bhatia Sahib. So Bhatia Sahib, a special thanks to you on behalf of Jharkhand University of Technology. In spite of your busy schedule, you took a time, because you people are the person whom we believe much. India needs a person like you. If you want to have on the top of the level, if you want to make India a Biswa Guru, a developed Guru, we need Suresh Rai Sahab, Bhatia Sahab, Anil sir, whoever is participating, our Jaswa Sahab, because unless and until we are not investing in innovation, we are, in our first meeting, you very much emphasize that Professor Singh, you create a culture of critical thinking. Indian education system lacks in critical thinking. Yes, we believe as a Vice Chancellor, we have not been able to develop a critical thinking. But now under the new education policy, we are shifting towards, we also very much emphasize to develop a critical thinking. For that, we have made in our curriculum a major changes. The curriculum, we have made that a student has to go to industrial training, a student has to take a social problem to solve, they have to visit, they have to take the local problem to solve it. And this is our focus. You also give some suggestion, what are some, if you want some major changes in our curriculum, we are ready to accept it, because that is in our hand and we are making a major change. Professor Tiwari has also joined, Professor Rajesh Tiwari. He himself is a computer science, professor of computer science, Professor Tiwari. He is hosting international conference. It has been sponsored by Springer. The Sunday I am going there. Professor Tiwari, please hello to everyone. Yeah. Jawar sir. So once again, I am thankful to everyone, and I am sharing my faculty member and my students. Don't miss this opportunity. It is a great opportunity for all of you. You are directly interacting with an entrepreneur and industry innovator like thinker like Bhatia Saab, Roy Saab, Anil sir, and Ramesh sir, and all the Joshua. It's a great opportunity for all of you. This is from my side, and over to you. And I will take a leave because we have to be in time there. So with these words, I am handing over to the director of Guru Gobind Singh Engineering College, Professor P.A. That's it for the carry forward of this meeting.
Namaskar, sir.
Yeah, over to you.
Namaskar, sir. Good morning.
Sorry, I will take leave. Yeah.
No, I just welcome you in this program, and we are blessed, sir. You have joined in such a big your busy schedule. I welcome Shri Sabeer Bhatia, sir, and our team will definitely have some ceremonial one program in that. I hope that you all will allow, sir. And I welcome Sri Ramesh Yadav, sir, and Suresh Raj, sir, and Anil, sir, for this program. I welcome personally in Guru Gobind Singh Educational Society Technical Campus as a resource center for all affiliated colleges of Jharkhand University of Technology. Just I now hand over this mic to Rashmi Madam.
Thank you, sir, for your delighted words.
Sir, this side Dr. Rajesh, Principal of RVS College of Engineering and Technology. Right now, due to some very urgent work, I am not in my office. So, first of all, it is a great pleasure for us that such a dynamic VC we have, like our Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. D.K. Singh, sir. And due to his effort, we are here and we are getting such a personality where we cannot think about them. And it is our students are fortunate enough that they are getting knowledge from such a big personality, such a stalwart of different areas. It's a really great thing for all the colleges, all the affiliated and situated college of JUT, that we are having such a beautiful, such a informative classes. This is from my side, from RVS College of Engineering and Technology. Thank you so much, sir, for your blessings to our students and to all the faculty members. Thank you from my.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words. It isn't easy to believe that what once we dreamt is fulfilled. Today, we have among us a great personality, Honorable Shri Sabeer Bhatia, sir, founder, Hotmail, one of the first web-based email services. Sir has been pioneer of the .com boom and continues to inspire new generations of entrepreneurship with his contributions to the technology industry. His presence is motivational and inspirational for the students of our institute. May I please request Honorable Shri Sabeer Bhatia, sir, to kindly share few words with us. Sir, please.
Thank you. Do you want me to start my speech now, or do you
No, before that, just an introductory, and then.
Okay,
then-
my name is Hi guys. Very nice to see all of you. Wonderful faces. Thank you for your kind words. It's a delight to be here online this evening. I'm dialing in from California, my home here, and it's wonderful to see that there is so much excitement about my talk. I'm looking forward to addressing all of you. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, sir. We are excited to hear some words from our Honorable Chief Resource Person, Sri Ramesh Yadav, sir. Sir, we request you to share few words with us, please.
This, entrepreneurship is a long journey, and each step which you have taken, actually, we are following that exponential step. That's what we are doing, and person like Sabeer Bhatia and the other, they are helping us making that exponential step. And then in making it, I do want to say, like Professor Suresh Roy, Professor Raj Dubey, Anil Kant Chaudhary, Professor Rajiv Ranjan, Professor Vinod Rao, Professor Rohit Arora, Dr. Anil Singh. All of these people have made this course such a valuable thing that we are able to come and present to you. So thank you so much. And again, thank you to Sabeer, and thank you to Professor Jaruhar and Dr. Tiwari. Thank you. I'm looking forward to meeting all of you during my visit to Ranchi. Over to you. Okay, Dr. Jaruhar.
Yes, good morning, sir. Should we start the program, sir?
Please, we should now.
First of all, I brief sir regarding certain things of this program. Once again, we welcome Honorable Sabeer Bhatia, sir, very excitedly. And here, students from all affiliated College of Jharkhand University of Technology, particularly 5th semester batch, who are doing the course, online course of entrepreneurship from Sri Ramesh Yadav, sir, USA. I see 501 code of 2 credit that is going on, and in that we have invited Honorable Sri Sabeer Bhatia, sir, as an eminent keynote speaker in this program, and we have this hybrid mode. The other college are students have joined on online basis, and the GGSESTC student, actually we are the host institute for this resource, this program. That's why our students are available for interacting also directly on physical mode. Of course, students who have joined on online mode, they can also have interaction with the eminent and this distinguished panel when they will raise their hand. And for that, I just now request the panel that we may proceed for the actual technical part of the session. Thank you. Thank you very much once again. I just explain and extend my gratitude to all eminent personalities, and definitely Jharkhand, which has a very big potential, particularly in mineral and resources and human resources. In that, students will definitely pick up certain ideas or inspirations from these great personalities, and definitely they will be also go in the direction of entrepreneurship. I personally believe that any country definitely become independent, at least then it is the financial independent, and India will get independence actually when the students of engineering and other professional source, or even general students, when they will adopt entrepreneurship and when they will become, they will start good startups, successful startups. And this is one of the, this day will prove one of the biggest great day in future. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your overwhelmed words. So can we start the interactions?
Yes, please start.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bhatia, sir, can we start the interaction, please?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, please.
Let
Yeah,
me
please
just
go ahead.
let me just take a few minutes. Just say, I approach. I know Sabeer for like since late 90s, and he had made an impression on all of us when we saw him. And then just about 4 weeks back, I saw his podcast and I was so impressed. And so I called him and he readily agreed. He said, Ramesh, भारत के बच्चों को critical thinking, presentation skills और ये empathetic leadership सिखाने के लिए मैं तैयार हूँ. जहाँ तुमको help चाहिए, he's going to help us out. And that's why he agreed. So Sabeer, thank you so much. I truly, truly appreciate that. Not only me, but all the students, all the Jharkhand University and even Jharkhand government, they appreciate. So thank you so much, Sabeer. It's your stage is yours.
Great. Wonderful. Thank you, first of all, for all of your wonderful, kind words. It wasn't that long ago that I was also a student of India, of BITS Pilani. And then I came to the US shores, and I was very lucky that I got some good education over here. Half my formal education was in India, in BITS Pilani, and the other half was in the US at Caltech, followed by Stanford. And one of the first things that happened to me when I came to Caltech is I took a course in the humanities department, and they asked me to write a paper. And there were three books that were required reading for that paper. I read those three books and I essentially summarized, like a good Indian student, all that was in those three books and presented that 10-page paper, to the professor. And a week or two later, he graded them, and I had gotten a D on that paper. So, I'm not used to getting a D coming from India. I was an A student. And so I was very disappointed. So I went up to him and I said, listen, I read all the three books and I summarized what was written in those three books. And that was the paper, because that's the kind of education I was used to, right? He says, I have read those three books too. I want to hear what is your point of view, not what the author's point of view is. That is what set off a light bulb in my head for the first time, where independent, original thought is encouraged in the United States. And if you were to ask me, what is this one difference between Indian education and the US education? It is this: they allow people and encourage them to think on their own and come up with their own solutions or their own ideas. What has propelled the US forward is original ideas. I did another podcast last week, and when I just sit back and philosophize about Silicon Valley, and Ramesh has been here for probably longer than I have been over here, in our lifetimes, in 30 years or 40 years, $50 trillion of new wealth has been created simply on new ideas, and completely, radically new ideas. Continuation engineering has no place. The second place has no place in this ecosystem. You have to come up with an original idea that solves a fundamental problem, and then you can go to town with it. An example, I will cite 10 examples of this kind of thinking. When Google first started over here, there were 26 search engines. So the conventional thinking is somebody has solved the search problem. There are 26 of them. People are building hand-built directories and organizing the whole web. But the Google guys asked this fundamental question. This simply will not scale with the rate at which the internet is growing, which is exponentially. You cannot throw enough humans to solve this problem. You have to come up with an algorithmic way of solving search. And they just came up with a superior algorithm to solve the search problem. Fast forward 20 years, Google is a $2.5 trillion company. Similarly, Intel has now fallen behind TSMC. Why? Because Intel had only one customer, its own chip division. TSMC had multiple customers, who were, and we know one of the first customers of TSMC, which is Cirrus Logic, which is where in the office where Ramesh and I worked with Dr. Suhas Patil. And because they had different customers, they were able to adapt their manufacturing lines, change them. And today they are 1 or 2 generations ahead of Intel. So this place is constantly moving, but you have to first study the entire ecosystem, know what the current state of the art is, and then use your imagination and use all that you have learned to think of something new, which takes me back to Aristotle's statement of education is not education without action. The problem with us is we are fantastic at memorization, regurgitation, testing a body of knowledge. But I have news for you. In this day and age, in this age of computerization, of artificial intelligence, of robotics, that body of knowledge is completely useless. We have to find, promote, encourage original thought, original ideas, because it's only original ideas that will take us forward. This old form of education is going to be done better by computers than us. And in the last 6 or 7 years, when I went to school at Caltech and at Stanford, there was no AI, or the AI that we had was more algorithm-based AI. Today, all of artificial intelligence has changed. It's based on neural networks. It's based on decision making. I had to teach myself again. So I started from scratch like anybody else. But today, all the tools for this kind of research are available online for all of us to use. All it requires is motivation. So, how do we bridge this gap between the old way of thinking, traditional education, and what we want to impart to students today, or students of the future? Well, none of us can completely overhaul and change the education system. There are governments involved, bodies involved, lots of people involved, credits involved, units, committees. it will take a lifetime. We will all pass on before we make any change. So 4 years ago, I started thinking about this problem and I said, can we solve this problem? Well, we cannot solve all of it, but at least we can introduce something, a course on critical thinking. And that is exactly what I have done through my app, which is called ShowReal or B Cubed. And what we've done in this app is I have taken a subject that I know quite well, which is entrepreneurship, condensed all of entrepreneurship into bite-sized videos, very tiny, 1.5 to 2.5 minute long videos, not too long. They just give you a gist, a flavor of what entrepreneurship is, but they cover all the concepts, all the way from the idea stage to the funding stage, to the growth stage, to how do you motivate a team, how do you pivot, how do you raise funding, how do you prepare a deck or a pitch, what are the kind of questions you should answer. And there are 23 very short videos that you can watch in less than 1 hour. That's how short they are. But that's not the key of this course. Then I ask students 30 critical questions. And these questions have answers that are unique to every individual. Every human being will have a unique answer to these questions because they are dependent on personal experiences, personal interpretation, personal understanding. There is no one size fits all. People have to think, people have to use their brains to come up with an answer, which tries to emulate real life. And we have all the tools available to them at their disposal. They in fact get all of the questions ahead of time. They can do all the research on YouTube, on ChatGPT, on whatever they can ask their friends, they can ask their family, they can cheat. We in fact encourage them to cheat, or whatever cheat is learned in our case. But the final exam is an interview in which I interview them, in the form of a Zoom-like interview of this kind, in which I am digitized and I ask the questions, and they are supposed to provide their answers in the form of a video response, and they get 2 minutes for every question. We take those responses and run the responses through an AI engine. And that's what determines how well they have answered it, and they have to score greater than 75% satisfactory for each question. And if not, they are given feedback. Your answer was not creative enough, but we judge on vectors that are different from the traditional educational vectors, which is how creative was this answer? For the age of the individual, was this answer appropriate? Did the learner put enough independent thought into this? Was their presentation style good? Did they comprehend the concept really well? So by doing this, we are actually really encouraging students to think outside of the box and to come up with their own theories, their own solutions, and support it with their own supporting views. There is no one size fits all. And the answers to each of these questions is incredibly personal. When you get to that level of personalization, you are actually encouraging people to understand their own strengths and weaknesses better. And I think that is the ultimate positive outcome to society. This is also infinitely scalable. I mean, because I'm using AI to generate videos, I'm using AI to judge how good students are doing in just critical thinking, we can scale this to 1 billion learners, 7 billion learners, hell, the whole planet, but it's a way of thinking that we want to impart to them. We want them to encourage, and we want to encourage them to think outside of the box, because this kind of thought ultimately leads to breakthrough ideas, which change all of humanity and which change our lives. And we are living at an incredible time in the history of technology, because what Ramesh and I, we have witnessed the first wave, the second wave. The first wave was, the whole creation of the web and adoption of the web by private institutions and individuals. The second wave was the mobile revolution, where everything that we did online and on the web, transferred over to mobile devices. Everyone now has got mobile devices in the world over, and they are using that to access the internet. Then there was the social media revolution that came on top of it. Now we are sitting in the age of AI. And I can tell you from the kind of ideas that I'm getting to see, the rate and pace of adoption and development of new ideas is going to be even faster. And we have to encourage every one of our children and the kids to participate in this new revolution. Because new companies will get created, new ideas will solve societal problems, and they will solve them, in time that is like faster than you can ever imagine. If you thought that in the first wave, $50 trillion of new wealth was created in maybe 10 or 15 years or 20 years, today that'll happen in 5 years. That's how fast technology is moving. I can tell you that, when I first created these videos, not about 8-9 months ago, today the software and the tools have already changed and become generationally better. That's how fast technology is moving. Incredible time. It's great that there is so much excitement in India, in Jharkhand, amongst all your students. You've got a great set of faculty that have imparted, the core education. Now I would encourage every one of you to think outside of the box, to use your minds, and no idea. Don't diss any idea, because sometimes the craziest idea is the one that wins. I mean, if you thought about, just imagine what Uber had to deal with. Uber violated every taxi cab regulation in the world. Now, the problem in India is, because of regulation, our government and people and enforcement authorities are only too eager to enforce regulation to shut you down. I don't know why that is, but that attitude has to change. Here, the San Francisco City Department looked the other way and said, hey, if you're solving, a real problem, no problem. We will continue, we will look the other way. We will not enforce taxi cab regulations. Today, the entire global taxi cab industry has been completely wiped out by an app. That is the power of technology. But we have to encourage our learners, our children, to really come up with crazy ideas. No, don't poo-poo anything, because they are the future. It's their world in which we are living, and they will define the future. They have great ideas. Our job is just to encourage them to bring these to life and to make this world a better place. Thank you very much. I am very happy to answer any questions you might have, but it's been such a pleasure to address all of you. And thank you, everyone, for all of your kind words at the start of this session. Thank you.
Thank you, Sabeer. That was excellent, thought-provoking, and your journey and what you expressed, what students should be looking at. That was excellent. That, critical thinking. The old way of education is not going to help us. That is such a great thing you said. So, Dr. Jaruhar, can you ask the students if they have a question? They can raise hand and they can come and ask the question. So the student, remember what you need to do is say your name with confidence, what your branch is, and what semester it is, and then go ahead and ask the question.
Sure, sir. Good morning, sir. Shubhani this side from GGSESTC Bokaro, a student of 5th semester BTech CSE. I had a question from Sabeer, sir. Sir, what inspired you to start up your business and what were the initial challenges that you have faced and how had you overcome that? Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So my journey in entrepreneurship actually started when I took a course called Business for Electrical Engineers at Stanford. In that course, we were taught the case method of studying, but really, in reality, it was the entrepreneurs who had started great companies that came to us and spoke to us about what were the ideas going on in their head that motivated them to start the companies that inspired me to become an entrepreneur. And then, of course, like I said, luck has an enormous role to play. These were the early days of the internet. I thought of an idea to do a personal web-based database on the web. And the company where both my partner Jack Smith and I were working put a corporate firewall around the corporate intranet. That made it impossible for us to access our personal email accounts. And that's when Jack came up with the idea, what if we made email available on the web? That would solve our problem. Well, that was the genesis of the idea. And in the course of entrepreneurship, you come across all kinds of challenges. I mean, you have people challenges, you've got obviously funding challenges, you've got market acceptance challenges. But I think at every step of the way, if you have a positive attitude that you will overcome those challenges, and in your mind you have worked out how this will play out, uh, you oftentimes are able to overcome these. And like it's a journey, and it's a journey in which you have to take it in positive stride. And one thing is, it's okay to fail as well. It's because that's the belief and philosophy in the United States. There is no shame in failing. For example, when people take exams or tests, they really want to test how well they have understood something. So if they get a 60 or 70, they're like, no, that's my capability. I don't know it well enough. Not that I should get only 100. I mean, that's impossible, because then you like I've mentioned in a podcast of mine, and that has been blown up on social media now, that the Indian system is rigged, because over there everybody teaches you to pass exams, not to learn. And the goal of education should be to teach you so that you internalize the concepts and learn from it and grow as an individual, as opposed to trying to pass an exam or clear a course. Or I mean, there are movies made on what happens in India, which is sad, that people go through like memorization and go through these UPSC exams. You are creating unimaginative individuals. What good are they to society, other than they know theoretical concepts really well? And you can't run a whole country, you can't run a government, you can't run on theoretical concepts. You've got to have actual expertise and practical on ground experience. And that can only come from doing things with your own hands and imagining things with your own hands. So lots of challenges, but go with a positive attitude and you will overcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
your tips.
You're welcome.
Okay, next question. Next.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
This is from GGSESTC Bokaro. I just wanted to ask that in this world full of competition, every day new idea is being created by the peoples, and AI is also making new ideas. How can I compete the world with full of competition? And I also have a fear of failure. So how can I train my brain so I can compete the world?
It's an interesting question. One is solve a local problem first. Rather than trying to solve a global problem, see what you can do to solve your own community problem. You see, people in India think that technology development happens for the sake of technology development. Technology, very little of it, some of it does come from labs, but increasingly it doesn't come just from labs. It comes from groups of people working together and identifying customers. And in the real world, you have to find a customer first, not find the problem first, and see what your customers' problems are. Go ahead and solve that, and make sure that the customer is willing to pay you for it as well. Don't try to solve a theoretical problem. And that comes from a little bit of experience. But like anything, I think you have to internalize in your head that what is your goal in life, and find your own strengths and complement your team with other people. Everything is not done by one individual, so usually it's 3, 4, 5, 6 people, but 5, 6 people have to work together, and you have to identify each other's strengths. And when people work in groups, you oftentimes get a very positive outcome, because then the onus is not on you to do everything. It's groups of people who work together to do this. So identify your strengths, identify other people's strengths, and go ahead and execute with knowing those fully well.
Thank you, sir. Glad to see you clearing my doubts. Once again, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Next.
Good morning, sir.
Good
Thank
morning.
you for this, to ask the questions and doubts from you. So my query is that how.
Can you please stop? Please say your name. And
my name is Sneha Ratan from BBA 4th semester. So my query is that what are the major and effective marketing strategies that you have adopted in your business, and what are the common mistakes that you have faced, and how it can be avoided?
So sometimes you make mistakes and you just learn from the mistakes. You try a strategy and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. For example, in my case, I used public relations and print media to popularize the concept of free email in my Hotmail days. But that whole industry is dead. And only 7 months ago, I started using social media, and the results have been fantastic. So which means the younger generation has rejected the old. They don't read newspapers, they don't watch TV anymore. They are only on social media. So that's the new marketing strategy. Times are changing. You've got to, be in touch with what's going on in the whole world and use that to your advantage, learn from it. And if one strategy fails, switch to another. But the best answer I can give you is trial and error. You can't do it. There is no right answer over here. And that's what I'm saying. Critical thinking is important. You put a little bit of money, put a little bit of effort in one strategy, see if it works. If it doesn't work, switch strategies.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Good morning, sir. My name is Kumari from BTech 5th semester. Sir, my question is that at what age you have decided to start a business? Like I'm a student right now, and if I want to start a startup, so I'm facing a financial problem. So how to overcome this hurdle? And how can I take the initiative to start a new business?
Um, there is no right age to start a business. And unlike, unfortunately, in India, the ecosystem does not exist where you don't have to put your own money. You have to find money from professionals, venture capitalists, and so to really start your business. Initially, put your effort and time into an idea building. Don't put your money. Don't worry about the outcome as you start developing your plan. Uh, if you think it is viable, and sometimes it takes years for you to develop your idea. I mean, it's not that there is a factory where you develop an idea for 1 year, in 1 year or 2 years, and that's it. And then it's, you know, um, like to promote entrepreneurship. My, my business partner and I, we've come up with a new idea for a TV show called Rags to Riches. Now, it's taken us 4 years to think about it and to uh, build our first prototype. So, like I said, you can take a regular job, you can start doing your stuff while at the same time keeping, if you have to come up with an idea, don't worry about come up with a business plan. Everybody seems to be working on business plan. Business plan is more of trading, or that's not an idea. An idea is something new that you have imagined, and if you've got the expertise of writing software code or building hardware or whatever, from your effort and work you can come up with an idea to do something better. Start there as opposed to starting fresh with an idea. uh, and I think that's the best way to best advice I can give you. So if you've got financial problems right now, don't worry. I mean, uh, you don't have to become an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship is not for everyone either. There are only few of us who become successful entrepreneurs who have a different mindset, a different way of thinking. You can take a traditional job, but do your job so well that while you're doing your job, maybe because you're doing it so well, you get an idea to do it better or to change it somehow. You know, uh, like I said, the inspiration for new ideas can come from anywhere. I'll give you the stories of, like Google, I've already told you. How did Travis Kalanick come up with the idea for Uber? One day he was trying to catch a cab in, I don't know where he was, in Washington, D.C. or somewhere, I don't know. And he says, I cannot get a cab. I'm willing to pay $20 extra. I don't know how to call a cab. He says, I have a smartphone. Smartphone knows where I am. We can tell where the cab is. Why can we not make a deal with the cab beforehand? And so they know where to. So the problem with a lot of the cabs is when you used to call them on the phone, which was the preferred way of calling cabs, a lot of cabs would find another passenger along the way, and that transaction was not getting fulfilled. But if you convert everything to an app where two parties know where they are and how far they are, you basically consummate the transaction even before it happens. And when that happens, it's like, there is certainty that the cab driver knows that this is the person he has to pick up subconsciously, and the person knows that is the cab that's going to pick you up. And that one simple idea has scaled to billions of cab rides the world over. So the idea can come from anywhere, but it comes from keeping your eyes and ears open, putting your effort to whatever job it is that you're doing, and do it well. And maybe an idea will come that way. You don't have to be born with the ideas. They can come from anywhere.
Next.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir. I'm Aditya Kumar of 5th SEM Triple E branch of GGSTC College. Sir,
Good morning.
my branch is Electrical and Electronics Engineering. Sir, your today's class is very inspiring and fabulous for our college and for me. But how can we connect from you for future guidance and my college can connect to you?
Listen, I would love to connect with people individually. I cannot do that, obviously. I'm one human being. Um, but you will learn a lot of my way of thinking and ideas by downloading the app, you know, and learning how to think critically. I think the intention of this talk and everything else is to really inspire you and to help you think in a critical way. And the rest is you'll have to find your local networks of support and guidance. It's hard for me to guide everyone at the same time, but I try to do it, using technology. So using my app, using ideas, and helping people think that way.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck.
Good morning, sir. My name is Srishti Kumari from BTech 5th SEM. Sir, my question is, what are the lessons you have learned from your failure and setbacks and how it helped to grow your business strategy?
So lots of failures. Um, I think like the most important ingredient for the success of a company are the people you work with. And you don't need a whole lot of people for a startup to become successful. Uh, you need creative people. You need to have brainstorming sessions, and no more than 5 or 6 in the beginning. Even 2 or 3 are fine. But you brainstorm ideas and you start developing and working towards a vision, a goal. And everybody in your small team should have a clear idea of what problem you're solving and who your end customer is. If you don't know those two things, then you'll be solving the wrong problem, and you will, face with having a customer is Ramesh will tell you, very, very important thing, especially when it comes to products that you're developing or ideas that you're developing uh, uh, in the B2B space or in the enterprise software kind of space. On the consumer software, you just have to know when you see a product and when you're developing something that consumers will want it. That comes really from uh, personal experience with, consumer software, whether it is, uh, social media networks. I give you the example of Instagram. Instagram started with a very simple idea. People were sending photographs to each other on social networks. All Instagram did was put a bunch of filters on it that allowed you to send these photographs in black and white, in different colors, in funny formats. And that's what was the genesis of Instagram. Today, Instagram is worth, I don't know, $300-400 billion. It's the most popular social network in India for video. So data consumption online has moved from text-based to image-based. Now 84% of data that is consumed on the internet is all video. So where do you think the future is? All video. These kind of trends, knowing where the internet is headed, will help you think of the next big thing on the internet, assuming internet is if your passion is, you got to find your own passion too. If passion is agriculture, there is innovation in agriculture. If your passion is mechanical stuff, that is, that is where you will most likely innovate. The most important thing in life is get to know yourself and your strengths and your weaknesses, and then use them to the best advantage into making something that is useful for humanity.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Go ahead. Introduce yourself, please.
Good morning, sir. My name is Altaf Raza, in CSE 5th SEM. Sir, my question is that how did you raise a funding for a new start business?
So all luck. Here there are a number of VCs. Somebody knows somebody. Somebody introduced me to somebody else. I got connected. That's how you raise VC funding, really. It's there is no rocket science. It's a pure matter of luck. We had a crazy idea. 19 VCs turned us down because it was crazy. One of them believed in it and funded us. So don't worry so much about the funding. Even without the funding, first write down your ideas, internalize it. Don't worry about what all steps you need to take. That will follow. Believe in something, start writing. Like I said, it's taken us 4 years just to build a prototype, on some idea. So ideas are not like you just have an idea and it just works. No, 9 out of 10 ideas fail. Only one makes it. Silicon Valley is not built on successes. It's actually built on failures. For every Google, for every Uber, for every Stripe, there are 90 companies that have tried and failed. That is one thing that we have to learn in India.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your guidance.
Okay, we'll just, I think it's getting late here, so 2 more questions and then we'll finish.
Thank you. I'm feeling very sleepy because I go to sleep by 9 o'clock.
I can see
I
that.
wake up early too.
Yeah. Okay.
Sir, very good morning. So very good morning. Sir, you have solved the problems of our students. So they have no question now. Thank you so
Okay.
much, sir.
All right.
Excellent.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. So what this,
Sir, I want to
go ahead, please.
you all, sir. Sir, I want to thank you, sir. May I start my vote of thanks?
Sure.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, I, Kritika Chaudhary, Coordinator Communication Sub-Cell, on behalf of GGST, would like to thank our Honorable Chief Patron, Professor Dr. G.K. Singh, sir, Vice Chancellor JUT Ranchi. Would also like to thank our Honorable Keynote Speaker, Shri Sabeer Bhatia, sir, who is the founder Hotmail. Chief Resource Person, Honorable Shri Ramesh Yadav, sir, from USA. Guest of Honor, Shri Suresh Roy, sir. Another guest of honor, Anil Singh, sir. Our Honorable President GGES Bokaro, Shri Tarsem Singh, sir. Honorable Secretary GGES Bokaro, Shri Surendra Pal Singh, sir. Honorable Dr. Priyadarshi Jaruhar, sir, GGST Kantrachas Bokaro. And at last, would also like to thank today's coordinator, respected Professor Mahmood Alam, sir. Respected Dr. R.P. Verma, sir. Respected Professor Apurva Sinha, ma'am. Respected Professor Vikas Jain, sir. Respected Advocate Pallavi Prasad, ma'am. Respected Shri Anil Kumar Singh, sir. All respected HODs, all faculty members, staff members, and all my dear students. Thank you, and thank you once again, sir.
Okay. So one of the major thing which Sabeer said, that really you have to develop the idea. And he said, don't spend any money first. Develop the idea. So all the students who think that money is the first thing you need, that's not what you need. What you need is the identification of a customer and finding what is that problem which customer has. And then you try to come up with a solution for the customer on the paper, just on the paper, without spending in a single money. So that is the way to do it. So I thank you again, Sabeer. Thank you so much. I truly, truly appreciate that. And you're my true friend. Thank you so much. You are helping so much. The Jharkhand students, they're all they're like my kids, my children. I really, that's how I feel. And their development, you are helping them. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right.
Professor Jarwar, you're going to.
Yes, thank you, sir. I just extend my gratitude to Honorable Sabeer Bhatia, sir. Actually, during the interaction with entrepreneurs and eminent scientists, it was observed that they are not able to have a much communication with the student, but I am really thankful, sir, that you have really interacted with our students and you have provided them a insight, definitely insight in them, then that they will, how they will able to start a startup and entrepreneurship. I personally invite you, sir, in an official manner also. I will invite you, sir, when you are in India, please do come to this place of Jharkhand area, and our district is a aspirational district in a list of Prime Minister, that it is underdeveloped in some way. And if your help and your these inspirations will be there, definitely our student will also come up some good projects. Thank you very much, sir. Good day,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you.
Sabeer sir, this is Suresh
Yes.
talking.
Yes.
आप स्टूडेंट को क्या इंस्पायर करेंगे? आपने तो हम लोग को भी इंस्पायर कर दिया है. So
Thank you. Very kind of you.
So good job, and I'm sure students जो benefit करेंगे, immediately they may not be able to use, but in the long term, this thinking power will enhance their skills to become an entrepreneur.
Yes. Yeah,
Great.
it's about
Thank you,
the
sir.
long term. Nothing happens in the short term.
And next time you're in the Bay Area, sir, I like to shake hands with you.
All right. Thank you very much. Thanks.
Dr. Anil
Ramesh,
Singh. Yeah. All right. Sabeer, thank you. And
good night. Okay.
good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night. Good night. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Okay. So what a delightful talk from him, right? What a delightful insight from him. And Professor Jarwar, if when the video is ready, then please share it with what Sabeer requested, that he gets the video and he can put it in his own format and here for publishing. But you, Professor Jarwar, you from your team, you have a wonderful team in the video thing, and so get this video as a historical video for the institute. So
Definitely, sir, we will share that.
Yeah.
Definitely, we will share that in one day. I think one day will be taken. Tomorrow
Sure.
we will.
Okay. And then also to all the students, I think the students, I just want to tell that I want to have now for the first term, midterm is coming, and I will, I want to do the review, whatever we have studied up to this point. Today it is too late. I was going to do today, but today is too late. So I will give you a date. And Professor Jarwar, if you can tell me when are you going to have the midterm, then based on that I can plan it. Okay, this is a.
Sir, our controller of exam, Professor Rohit Verma, is online.
Oh,
He
you're
made
very
the
good.
actual.
Okay. So, Professor Verma, good to know you. So I was asking that for the midterm exam, midterm 1 and midterm 2, so when are we going to have it? And so that I can do the, what I do is I teach and then I go through and do a review before the exam so that students know. Because it's not memorization which I want to look at, right? It is all critical thinking. It's their understanding of it. That's what I need to do. So if you can tell me what is that date for the exam, then I will do the review, maybe a few days before that. Okay.
So, sir, it can be after means around 6th of November. After 6th of November, according to the academic, after Chhat Puja, that is celebrated in Jharkhand and Bihar. So, after 8th of November, according to the academic calendar of university, we can schedule this.
Okay, good. Okay.
First,
okay. So do I schedule it in consultation with you, or I can just tell the date? So why don't we talk? You get my contact number from Professor Jarwar, and please reach out to me, and we can do it. Okay. And
okay, sir. What official order will be needed? We'll do that after.
Okay. Okay, very good. And the message to the students, thank you so much. You were so wonderful in asking the question. You were very good. And please go ahead, make sure that you go through that showreel, do that B3, and I promise you will learn that a lot. उसमें जो 20 वीडियो हैं, उसी वीडियो पर मेरे भी जितने भी टॉक्स होंगे, that's what I want, because you watch the video and then you ask me the question. Then that's when we will learn, both of us. And critical thinking learning hum log karenge, not just the video dekha yaad kiya. That's not what we are going to do. Okay? All right. Okay, Professor Gerard, thank you so much. Anything else? Any other message you have?
On 29th, sir, we have once again this class, online class.
Yes.
29th. And in India, we are celebrating Deepavali on 31st and 1st November, sir.
Okay.
So Deepavali is one of the biggest festival in India, sir, just like Christmas, etc. So
Right.
here, I think 29th will be definitely we have a class.
Okay.
And after that, I will let you know, sir. And then we can directly go for test, I think, MST.
Okay.
Is it possible, sir?
Yeah. Okay.
29th October, there will
Perfect.
be next Wednesday.
Yeah, right.
Tuesday.
Next is, yeah. Okay, so we will have that is good. Then we can have the class, and I'll do the review also in that class, actually. That's okay. I think that works for me. Okay, very good. Thank you. Thank you to all the mentors who are in the class and professors who are in the class. Professor Roy, thank you so much. Professor Anil Singh, he was there. Thank you so much. And I saw Professor Anand, he was there. Bimal Anand, he was there. Thank you so much. Then another Professor Sujay Roy, he was there too. That's it. So thank you to all of you, and thank you to all the students. And you can ask any question I will share the you can ask the question to your professor, and he can send it to me, or any way you want to reach out to me, you are most welcome. So Professor Jarwar, you can give them my contact number. This is if they want to have a question, my email actually, Or if you
Okay.
want to create a special email or mailbox for me, where I can go and look at it, or give me, where they can ask the question, that will be better actually. If you have a question box where student put in the question and I'm able to access that and I can answer those. Okay.
Sir, there is an email ID already made for this purpose, and students are giving their assignment through a Google form, and the question is attached, and the students have already submitted 40, 50, 60 students. And I appeal all the students to immediately submit their assignments as soon as possible, because we usually give 1 week for submitting one assignment. And sir, this is the time for national anthem, if you permit, if
Sure.
we are conclude.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, let's finish that. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. May I please request Professor Apurva Sinha ma'am to play the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Namaskar. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone. And thank you to all the mentors and everyone. And I see that our mentor, Mr. Vinod Rao, was also there. So thank you so much. So 29th, again, next class will be on 29th. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Then we are leaving the meeting, sir.
Yes, please. Yes. Close the meeting.